Hey guys, never stop dodging you today, and Dragon Ball Legends have released the information for the new Legends Limited Pikkon that revives into Super Gogeta. And honestly, they look like a cool unit. I haven't seen the kit at all, so I'm going to be kind of breaking down how it is and everything, if they are as good as we hope they will be, because to be honest, they need to be good to help us with a certain Ultra Janemba who just causing mayhem in the meta at the moment. But let's see. So Legends Limited Pikkon. Oh wait, no, this is just summary of everything. Okay, we'll move on to this part. So Pikkon element green, we all know that. We know the tags and everything, movies, fusion warrior, all that sort of stuff. So main ability, draw a special arts card next. Restores 30 key. I think this is just pre-transformation, so restores on key by 30 plus 30% to damage inflicted for 30 time and cast, minus 5 to art cast. Shorten sub count by 2. Now that's interesting because I don't know how beneficial that will really be for 15 time accounts. That kind of seems like it's just unnecessary. If anything, you want it to be 5 minimum, but 15 time accounts the standard time to have that. Okay, so main ability, main Z ability is movies. They get Saiyan as well at 3 stars and above that, and at 6 stars. So they grab the Fusion Warrior upgrade at 6 stars, and then they have plus 2% to special move damage for movies characters. They overall buff strike and blast defense. They are a defensive unit, so that makes sense. Honestly, with regards to their stats, they need good defensive stats. I don't think Pikkon, or maybe it'll be Pikkon has good defensive stats, and then Gogeta will be more the unit who will just absolutely decimate everyone in the map, but we'll see. So they don't have, well, Pikkon doesn't have blast armor on his strikes. He gets more key, 10 key when using blast just upon activation, so that's pretty nice. Okay, special move, so deals massive impact damage plus 30% to special move damage inflicted for 3 time counts, and afflicts all enemies with 3 sub counts on hit. Okay, pretty standard stuff right there. Green card, so randomly draws 1 new card, restores own key by 30, so they have a unique gorge. Okay, charges own unique gorge by 15%, and that can happen 3 times. So by that time, you'll probably get to a position where you want them to be in the revival position, so they are in a Super Gogeta. So you want to use a green 3 times with Pikkon if you can get the max out of it with the gorge. So applies attribute upgrade, minus 20% to enemy sustained damage cut. Okay, and destroys one of your enemy's strike arts. Also applies the following effects to the enemy according to the number of times special art card use stupid stinking barrier is used. So 2 or more times destroys 1 blast art, 3 or more times destroys a special move and a green guard. Okay, that's pretty annoying, just being able to destroy a card. I feel like the blast card isn't really too crazy because I feel like this meta is more strike based. So if you do come across teams with that, it'll be nice, but this one is really good. Getting rid of a blue and a green, that could be pretty annoying. Okay, onto the unique ability. So for the first one, he revives into Super Gogeta with 100% health. That's nice. Applies the following effects to yourself when battle starts, plus 90% to damage inflicted, reduces damage received by 50%, increases arts card draw speed by 1, plus 50% to key recovery. All pretty nice stuff. The reduce of 50% is decent. It's not the worst it could have been. Also applies the following effects to self per movies unit. So there's a restriction already, which is a bit annoying, but I feel like you would have wanted to use them on a movies unit. It was either movies or fusion warrior you would have ideally wanted to use that with, but restricting it just to movies from this bit is a bit annoying. So plus 15% to damage inflicted, reduces damage rate by 5%. Effects reset upon revival for both of those. Yeah, I feel like that is a bit annoying. It's per movies unit, so you can potentially have it so that you have one other movies unit and then you use whatever team you want to use them on, but a bit annoying how they're trying to restrict them to that. Plus, if they had that or Fusion Warriors, that would have been perfect in my opinion. Applies the following effects to yourself when this character enters the battlefield. Restores key by 20, not a lot. plus 40% to damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. I would like that to be at least 30 so you can get 2 cards in from that, but whatever. Applies the following effects to self when this character performs a vanishing step. So it draws a special arts card next that activates once, restores health by 5%. That's decent. Plus 20% to blast damage inflicted for 15 timer counts. Okay, so by the looks of it, they're getting a bit more blast damage, but overall, if you want to make them strike based, they wouldn't be too bad considering what Pikkon's got. And then shortens own sub count by 2 when enemy activates a special move, arts, ultimate arts, awakened arts, or rising ghost while this character is on standby. Again, why is it 2? That seems like a weird amount to me. I feel like 2 ain't gonna do anything. If you swap out, you have to wait 8 timer counts until that effect will really be usable for when they use the special move arts and stuff. Just a weird amount. So they cover change, well, Pikkon cover changes strikes. You can combo it into a special move. Applies the following effects to enemy when changing cover. Randomly destroys 1 card, takes out 20 of their key, reduces their card draw speed by 1. Applies the following effects to self when enemy performs a cover change while this character is on the battlefield. So draws a special art card next, restores 20 key, and then plus 20% to strike damage inflicted for 50 time counts. So it looks like there's gonna be buff for overall damage, strike damage, and blast damage on this Pikkon, so that's pretty decent. Applies the following effects to self after enemy attack is over. Minus 5 to strike and blast arts cost, plus 20% to special move damage, and increases cards art draw speed for 15 timer counts. Honestly, it's decent. At the moment, I'm seeing stuff that is just making Pikkon seem like a decent unit. So slowly charges unique good over time while this character is on the battlefield or on standby. The following effects occur once unique good is full. Restores allies other than this character's health by 50% and 50% to damage inflicted by allies. Okay, it's a bit annoying that he doesn't heal himself because it just restores all the other allies, but it's decent. Okay, and then similar to Super Gogeta, the revive pops, they go through the transformation. Super Gogeta comes out, and then the main ability, draw a special move arts card, restores own health by 20% and key by 50, plus 20% to 20, plus 50% to special move damage, minus 10 to own special move arts card, and it can't be cancelled. That's pretty nice. It's the same as the ability. He has blast armor on his strikes. That's pretty good. The same blaster as Pikkon's. Applies the following effect to self-abundant activation and its massive impact. For the special move, it's 30% more damage. Nullifies endurance for 3 timer counts. That's actually pretty decent. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 20 to all arts cost for 5 timer counts on here. To be honest, I'm pretty sure every revival unit, once they go through the transformation, gets that, so it's not that special actually. The green card restores own key by 50 plus 20% to damage inflicted plus 30% to the next strike or art card used. Applies the buff, nullifies cover change for 10 timer counts. That's good. Cancels own attribute downgrade and abnormal conditions, and nullifies own attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions for 30 timer counts. Activates once. Okay, that is a good green card. So onto the unique abilities of Super Gogeta. Applies the following effects upon revival plus 50% to damage inflicted, reduces damage received by 10%. I think these are on top of what they already get with Pikkons and that, so it'll be like overall amount. That's why it's not like 90%, 60% and stuff like that. Plus 40% to key recovery, and nullifies type disadvantage for 30 timer counts. I would have liked that to be a bit longer, maybe 40, 45, but 30 is alright. Applies the following effects to self every time this character uses a strike art. So plus 10% to damage inflicted with the strike and special move for 10 timer counts. If he uses a blast, it's the plus 10% to blast damage on special move damage for 10 timer counts. So your special move can get quite an increase in damage if you just keep on using strikes and blasts over and over again. And let's say in 9 timer counts you use a special move, with the amount of strikes and that, it's like the maximum amount you're getting. The following effects occur upon landing a strike or blast art. So minus 2 to own strike and blast art for 10 timer counts. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade, -5 to strike and blast arts, and -15% to -5% to the power of the strike and blast arts. Okay, and -50% to special move arts power. Interesting. I don't really remember a unit that had that. Maybe I'm just forgetting stuff. I'm pretty sure a unit will have that, but that's a nice thing for that to do. I feel like if they don't cancel it and they're in a position where they just have to start attacking afterwards, they're going to be in a horrible position for those 10-time accounts. The following effects occur if all remaining health is 50% or below after being hit by an enemy's attack while this character is on the battlefield. Restores own health by 50%, reduces enemy ki by 15. Honestly, Gogeta is looking a lot better in my opinion. He cover changes strikes as well. He has a very slow, unique gorge that charges over time. The following effects occur once unique gorge is full or upon revival if it is already full. So plus 50% to damage inflicted, -12 to own special move arts cost, increases own arts card draw speed for 30-time accounts, inflicts all enemies, these are for all of these, so inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade, -30% to health restoration for 30-time accounts, -50% to ki recovery, -1 to card draw speed, -30% to critical rate, all for 30-time accounts. Applies the following effects to self if there are 2 defeated battle members when this character enters the battlefield or upon revival, plus 20% to special move damage inflicted, -5 to strike and blast art, and nullifies cover change for 10-time accounts. Okay then, they seem decent. I wouldn't really go to say that I'm super impressed by the fact that they are a defensive unit. I feel like they would have needed a bit more. Like Pikkon seems like he disrupts a bit more and can just be a bit of a nuisance. But yeah, I feel like they could have done Pikkon a bit better. Super Gogeta looks like he's just going to be the damage dealing unit. He's going to be pretty crazy, and you will want to have it so that he is just dominating when you do get to the position where he's out on the battlefield. But I feel like Pikkon should have been a unit that was really good in defense, so that on top of the disruption he had, he should have had a bit more defense capabilities, maybe a few more support here and there. But it's not bad. I don't think they're bad. I'll have to see how they do. On paper they don't seem like anything too mega busted, but when they come out with this lot of that, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, and I'll see more in the future. Subscribe. See you on the next one. Goodbye.